Hey fellas, hope you're all doing well. So we are going to be doing something different this time. We are going to be doing the Dokkan Battlefield for this month. This is the 36th Dokkan Battlefield for Global, I believe. I have not actually done any sort of Battlefield videos on my channel because when I first started my channel, I was nowhere near ready to take on Dokkan Battlefield. So we are against Extreme AGL with Cyborg Tau. Which means we want Super Tech, but I actually am saving my Super Tech units because the final boss, which is Golden Frieza, is Extreme AGL type as well, so I want all of my Super Tech units available, which means I'm going to be bringing Extreme Tech. So I guess I was ready for that. I don't know why I deselected it and then had to reselect it, but I forget exactly who my best Super or Extreme Tech leaders are. I believe it's those two. And then it looks like it's just going to be these guys. I did bring along the Ginyu Force. This is my one tip I can give for Dokkan Battlefield. There's no real way to cheese it. You really just need to play the game and improve your roster of characters. It's as simple as that. But the one thing I can say is you should be doing Dokkan Battlefield as soon as possible. Every single new player should always be farming for the free-to-play Team Bardock and free-to-play Ginyu Force, especially now with the Ginyu Force's EZAs being absolutely incredible. And when I started out, I was told it's so difficult, don't even bother trying. But that's just a little bit wrong. You should always try to go as far as you can in Dokkan Battlefield. Sure, you may not beat it. You may not even get past the second boss. But if you use those free-to-play Team Bardock and Ginyu Force teams, you should be able to complete the first two enemies, which means you'll get some Dragon Stones, you'll be able to get some of the Dokkan Battlefield memory, and it's totally worth it, because you're not going to be able to complete Dokkan Battlefield for a while, unless you've got something going on, like, you know, you're a whale and you're summoning a ton, or anything of that nature. You're gonna need to build up your roster of characters, which means that it might take you 6 months to a year. It took me about 9 months, I believe, before I was able to beat Dokkan Battlefield for the first time, and even then, it wasn't exactly consistent because it was on an easier boss than normal. So it's just one of those things, you know, just try and go as far as you can and collect those rewards. You know, if I had actually done that, I would have probably gotten maybe a multi's worth of stones and maybe 70 to 80k Dokkan Battlefield memory, which is not a lot, but it certainly does help when LRs are costing 300k plus nowadays. So we are on the Super Int Bodamagetta here. Now, I wanted to show off the... What if I can get them here? I wanted to show off the EZA'd Ginyu Force for this. We might lose, but I've done this before, bringing the Ginyu Force for the first encounter and then Team Bardock, who's stronger, for the second encounter. But now that the Ginyu Force is EZA'd, they should have no problem with taking on the first boss here. So we're gonna use this AGL Extreme AGL Frieza, I guess, as the sub lead because he has 120% for Planet Dynamic Saga. Everything looks good. Let's get into it. Now, Bodamagetta is a more difficult encounter, especially for the newer players, and you're trying to use the Team Bardock or the Ginyu Force, because he does have that extreme sort of resistance to attacks that aren't super effective against him, even super attacks. So it will take quite a bit of whittling down. This Extreme Frieza here really isn't going to be doing anything. He's only here for the 120% leader skill. But that EZA Ginyu Force, man. Oh, man. I have not brought the EZA Ginyu Force into Dokkan Battlefield at all, so it's sort of crazy to see that much damage coming out of Ginyu when before it was seriously just a, like, down to the wire sort of encounter where it took almost every single charge to be able to beat the boss. So he's gonna be done here, I believe. Raccoon's just gonna finish him off, and as you can see, the EZA Ginyu Force, thumbs up, farm them up. If you're a new player, farm them up. They'll clear one stage for you, just the free-to-play Ginyu Force. Like, it's totally worth doing Battlefield as far as you can every single month. Don't think that it's a waste of time. What is a waste of time is not doing it, because you're not going to be getting those rewards, and you're just going to let them pass, and all of those rewards are all of a sudden going to add up, and you're going to regret it. Believe me, you're going to regret it, because I regret it, at the very least. I mean, you may not regret it. You may think differently than I do. But Dokkan Battlefield, we aren't at the point where we are at the Shenron, the Omega Shenron boss, which I remember when he came out and JP was like, he's too hard, he's so hard, why they make it this hard? Even people who were whales or who had like full rainbow teams were struggling somewhat. And then they nerfed him, I believe. I actually have no experience with it because I stopped playing JP. I think even before the Omega Shenron Battlefield boss came out. But we are luckily not there yet. As I said, Golden Frieza is the final encounter this time around, who is still fairly difficult. I mean, I feel like the encounters for me at the very least are RNG. Depending on, you know, if he super attacks, if he locks my rotation, if he does, you know, certain things, I might get screwed. But it's really just depending. So I actually have 3 super tech teams saved up just to try and guarantee that I can take down that Frieza. And I should be able to on the first team. But if we get unlucky, we may need to use more. Against Trunks here, Super Fizz, we're going to want Extreme STR. There is another encounter, I believe it's Physical Vegeta, who will be Super Fizz as well, so I'm going to bring a Super STR, because my Super STR team is better than my Super Fizz team. We're going to do this, just this entire team. Looks like we have it ready. I believe these are the 2 best leaders, 100%, 2 plus key plus 4, yeah, everything looks right. So, it's just kind of on autopilot at this point. The Dokkan Battlefield for the Planet Namek Saga, it was the Planet Namek Saga themed one that was happening during the 350 million download celebration. That one was actually more tough. Surprisingly, it was slightly more difficult. I mean, it wasn't the most difficult thing. It was one of those special ones, much like how the one for the anniversary was also different. And I remember people were struggling with like Kefla and those encounters. But this Dokkan Battlefield, you know, the just sort of regular one that repeats itself for a while and then it switches over, this isn't exactly that difficult. I mean, you do have some annoying encounters for players who may have weaker boxes, like Slug may heal, Metacooler may heal, but it's really just about getting your super attacks off more than anything else, is what I can say. If you can get your super attacks off, you're going to be golden. For the most part, and not guaranteed, but you know, you should be okay. We are now facing Super Tech, so we're going to want Extreme Int, and I think it's just going to be this team here. Another solid team. I did upgrade my Super Int team a little bit by pulling that third form Frieza, rather, not final form Frieza. He's very, very, very good. Like, he's insane. This final form, or like, why am I saying final form? This third form Frieza is shockingly good. Like, I am shocked that it is that good. And in a way, I am pissed that they made that third form Frieza so good. But Piccolo, on the other hand, that tech banner unit Piccolo, sucks. He is not good. He is a disappointment, and I guarantee you, some developer hates Piccolo. I don't know what's going on with that, but why does Dokkan hate Piccolo? Piccolo's a beast. Piccolo's a manimal, man. I mean, he's not he is not a human. He is a Namek. He is Big Green, dude. Why do they hate Big Green? Everyone's hating, you know. It's easy to hate when you're not as good as him, right? So, They need to buff Piccolo. Can we get a petition going? Give Piccolo love. Just make next year, make 2022 the year of Piccolo. Just bring out a new LR Piccolo. Bring out an LR Piccolo and Gohan from the Tournament of Power. Bring something. Bring, rename Piccolos or make new Piccolos and give them names like Fused with Nail and Merged with Kami. Or Merged with Nail, Fused with Kami. Things like that. That would give them different names. You can run 3 different Piccolos with 3 different names and everything like that. We're just going on a tangent here, but again, autopilot. It's just fairly easy. We are against Extreme STR, so we are going to want Super AGL, which is my most stacked category that I have. As you can see here, I have a lot of brilliant options. Let's do this. Those two... I don't want to stack one team and then leave the other one as sort of weaker. So we'll bring you for the healing. We'll bring... these two are meant to work together, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and this Trunks. Because that Trunks needs a passive, or has his passive where he needs a Super Saiyan Blue character. We'll bring Hercule, I guess, for that. And then... We'll do that. Okay. We'll do that. I mean, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, and Goku should just destroy this, honestly. I don't know why I'm overthinking that. I don't even think that there's another STR enemy in this battlefield. I could be wrong. I mean, I most certainly am wrong, because I actually have no idea. But, if we do, I have another STR team. And I always try to keep the stronger of my teams for the later encounters, because obviously they're going to be more difficult. The level 3, the level 3 encounters. So, this team is still really strong. Just having the Super Saiyan 4s on it, having that Goten, has some pretty strong units on it. The healing from the Goku, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku EZ8, he's a really good healer. He can heal you for full health if he gets like, 10 orbs or so. He can heal you for pretty much a full health heal. And that... he's done. I blinked my eye for a second and I just see level 2 cleared. So, it's a cakewalk basically at this point. And it won't be like this for some of you early on. Newer players out there, don't get your hopes up. It's not going to be this easy until you can build up your roster of characters. But until then, just try your best and go as far as you can, because that way you can at least get some of the rewards instead of none of them up until you can complete it fully. Vegeta here may be a little difficult, but the way I set it up is I have 2 clear teams, and I should be able to tank it very well because I have various units that are good at tanking. Do I want to bring the Videl combo here? Maybe we'll bring the Videl combo. Do I want to bring Pan? Who knows? Maybe I'll bring you. Do I want to just stack this team? Yeah, maybe we'll just stack this team. Yeah, sure. Why not? This team will be a little bit more stacked. Try and get it done within the first attempt. Not need to go for a second attempt here. Vegeta here, his gimmick is he super attacks twice every single turn. And it looks like he's stacking in the first slot. Gohan doesn't need to be on rotation, but I'm curious if I should keep him on rotation. Videl has 100k. Yeah, Videl should be the one to take this. And she'll double super attack. Yeah, she should be fine defensively. Gohan doesn't need orbs. He's not here for damage. He's here purely for tanking. He's a great floater in that regard. Videl, though, it's so sad. I haven't used her that much because as soon as I got her, I only had like 2.5 weeks maybe to actually enjoy her before the worldwide celebration, the $350 million celebration happened, and then I was just, using all these other teams, Namek Saga teams, Super Saiyans, Terrifying Conquerors, Sworn Enemies, those types of things. And Videl may not be the strongest Dokkan Fest. She's not this year anymore. But she's certainly very powerful for being, what many would consider to be a unworthy unit of being that powerful. But I love it. I love my broken units. Do I want to let's put Gogeta on the front. Let's do this. Can I get a super attack off? Nice. Can I get a 18 key super with this? I cannot. That's unfortunate. If I can get that 18 key super with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, he'd be defensively fine. 50th anniversary Gogeta. You know, there's so many things that are like I haven't used this Gogeta like at all since I got him to Link level 10. I remember I used him all the time. If you go back to some of my older videos, you'll see me using him like all the time, because he was like one of my well, first of all, he was like my favorite unit, and then he was also one of my best units, and he hard carried me through everything. So that's just funny seeing his super attack animation. It finally looks like fresh again. Like it looks, you know, before it was like, oh, the same colors again, that type of thing. Oh, wow, we got the rare super attack counter on that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Almost finished him off. We're going into a third rotation. That's unfortunate. Looks like we can't get a super attack here either, so let's do this, because you can get a super attack, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and we'll just float Videl. Simple as that. And it's over. This Vegeta encounter is over. This Vegeta is actually one of the more difficult ones, though. Luckily, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but he was physical type this month, so I had some really super STR, again, one of my most stacked categories, or not categories, but stacked types, and that made it quite easy. And I didn't even need to use Extreme STR. If you used Extreme STR there, it would have went faster, but Extreme STR is pretty weak for me. I need more Extreme STR units. We'll move on to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who can be a challenge to some, but it really just depends on if you know what you're doing. Let's see, do I have Fizz? Extreme Fizz? Do I want to use my Extreme Fizz team? Probably I will, but I don't think it would work out well. My Super Fizz teams are better. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do you, of course, 120% lead. It could be either Broly or Cell, it doesn't really matter, and then we'll just bring the rest like that. So, Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, he does his charge up into his super attack, which does a ton of damage. So you're either going to want to finish him off quickly, have a unit that can dodge it, or have a unit that can tank it in your first slot on rotation. So make sure you keep your better tanks on rotation. So we are going to float off Broly. Broly could be decent to hold on to because he does have guaranteed dodge if he can get a certain amount of key spheres, but we don't have any orb changers on this team, I don't believe. So yeah, I don't really see that being a good idea. But Frieza here, oh, Frieza has his seal, I forgot that, and that will actually stop the whole charge mechanic into the super attack. If I can get a stun, or I guess a seal next rotation, then I think we could be okay. Oh, we got the, I mean, this team is Extreme Fizz, so it will be doing a lot of damage. Got some really good units on it as well, like Boo Tanks here, there you go. Have at him. That's kind of flavorful as well, if you remember in the Boo Saga, that actually happened, that fight. It wasn't just against Ultimate Gohan, it was against Goku, who, you know, threw the ring to Gohan, the ear ring, and Gohan missed, because apparently he didn't learn how to catch, even though he played baseball in high school, and that... Just saying, don't know what he was doing, but I'm telling you one thing, it was stupid. It was a little stupid. Let's get the 18 key super, get more damage, but that does mean we can't super attack with Cooler. That does suck. Can we super attack? Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate. That's just going to prolong it. As you can see, again, as I said earlier in the video, it is all about getting your super attacks. That's all Dokkan Battlefield is, because the longer that you get in these battles, the more that these devastating effects will take its toll on you. You know, if you're not super attacking on a unit that can heal, or a boss that can heal, they'll out-heal your damage, especially in Battlefield. They do have a decent amount of healing. They can heal 1.5 health bars or 2 health bars or something, which can mean that, you know, you're going to get screwed because you can't out DPS the heals. Against Vegeta, you know, he's doing 2 super attacks a turn, and that can take a toll on you, even if your team is great. And Goku here, you know, we're going to be ending up taking one of his, what is it, Dragon Fists? Which is unlucky, but... Oh, he's sealed right now, so we don't have to worry about that this turn. But again, we're not linking up that well. It's mainly because I just don't have the units. Super Fizz, or Extreme Fizz units, rather. Like, this is really my best Extreme Fizz roster. I could have replaced, like, that Saiyan Saga Vegeta with Physical Deborah or something. He would link better, I guess, with the Boos. But, I mean, I just picked him sheerly because he's EZA and he has more raw power. That's quite a bit of damage he took, actually. That's, it's not nice. Can we get Cooler to super attack here? We can. Can we get Broly to super attack here? We can't. Of course we can't. This Broly. I remember that 5th anniversary TOP banner. Man, I wanted Super Saiyan, or Rose, the LR Rose. I wanted him so bad. But I did end up pulling Broly. I mean, the Broly, Sheila, and Lemo is a cool unit. But, man, it's just like, they're so wonky to use, even a year later, over a year later. I mean, they do have, like, one weird, like, best linking partner, right? Isn't it Krillin and Gohan from the Namek Saga that just came out, that TOP unit? Like, I guess they're the best linking partner, but this Broly really does leave something to be desired. He had so much potential. He is just, like, you know, having that guaranteed dodge with, I mean, if it was, like, 3 or 4 key spheres, it would have been like too broken, so I kind of get why they were going that route. It's just unfortunate, man, because they could have done so much. They really could have, but they ended up just giving it such a wonk. Like, they gave him few categories, they gave him a wonky passive, they gave him like kind of baddish links, that it didn't give him good defense either. So, I mean, they gave him, like, a weird, like, you know, depending on what orb you get some different support, you know, attack or defense. I mean, that's neat, but nowadays, you know, with how busted units are this year, if Broly, Chile, and Lemo came out this year, they would have reduced the key sphere requirement for the dodging. They would have given him, like, more attack and defense and just the passive. They would have given out, like, both attack and defense no matter what orb you get. 3 or more of that key sphere or something, it would have been a whole different story. It really does feel like the 5th anniversary compared to the 6th anniversary. Like, I don't know what their thing was, but they definitely, I mean, it's just such a night and day difference. The only good thing about the 5th anniversary I can think of was the LRs. I can't really, like, the free-to-play units sucked. You know, they really did. I don't even use them, because they're not that good. Alright, MUI Goku or this Goku up at the front. Let's put Goku here in the front. So that way, he can get a super attack guaranteed. Goku doesn't need, he does get key in his passive. So all 3 of them super attack, that's great. Again, the name of the game here is super attacking, it's linking. There you go, he dodged a super attack. 70% chance, guys. It's reliable. Even if he gets hit, like, yeah, it's just because he hit the 30% chance. You have well more than 50% chance a coin flip. You have well more than a coin flip chance to dodge every attack. So, MUI Goku, still amazing. And I really haven't used him nearly as much, simply because I used him a ton on JP back when I was playing during the 6th anniversary on JP. And I guess I got a little bored of it, but he is such a fantastic unit. Like, don't let those new $350 million celebration LRs steal all the thunder away from him just yet. You know, he had his month, and then everyone's like, oh, Frieza's the best unit. Like, MUI Goku does things that neither of them can do. Sure, he can't stack defense, but he has dodge. He has just an insane passive. He has guaranteed crit on an additional attack if he does land or launch an additional super. He has additional super chance in his passive. Just an insane unit. That Harudegarden was done, by the way. I mean, I had such a broken team, but he could pose some problems because of his dodging. And now, against Extreme Tech Meta Cooler, we're going to be going Super Int. And I believe it's this. Yes, this is it. Right? It doesn't matter what order I'm putting them in. These are the only Int units I have. I was just a little bit, like, taken aback. I'm like, I didn't bring, like, one of the LR, like GT Trio LR or the Team Universe 7 LRs that give Keep +4 and 100% to N-Type. I was a little confused there, but I guess I just went with the stronger unit overall. Ink Gogeta, man oh man, I spent money on you. I bought a purple stone for you, and I really haven't used you all that much. There I go being an idiot, you know. I want things so I get them, but I don't use them. But before when I didn't have him, I really wanted him. I mean, he's still such a beast. He is such a beast. I don't know. His attack didn't look that well there because he got super attacked and he lost attack and defense. But, I mean, he's so good. He really is good. And he'll only get better with dupes. So, even if I do pull him in the future, he will look better. Boom. There's the heal, as you can see, that it did quite a bit. Or it healed quite a bit. So, if you're not doing enough damage, you're going to get stalled out. And either it's going to go the full distance and you're going to lose because you used all your charges, or you're going to lose because you died. And regardless of the reason, just bring your best team that you can. That's the only thing I can say. If you can't beat it, you can't beat it. And that's just sort of how it is with Dokkan Battlefield. If you can't beat the stage, you're not going to beat it. You need a roster of characters, you know. I have a lot of super int characters, and I'm actually struggling more on this than I thought. He did super attack me twice. I'm at like half HP. I mean, he's almost dead. It should be the end here after Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta attacks. So, there was the heal again. That was like, yeah, it was like 1.5 meters or 1.5 bars of health healed, which can be quite annoying. They're against different types of Metacooler. Like if he was, what was my weakest type? It's gotta be, Fizz, right? Fizz? If he was a STR type, or int type rather, and I had to bring Fizz, it might have went way worse. I'm not sure. What am I saying at this point? Don't listen to me at this point. We are at the final boss though, Frieza. Should be easy. Super Tech. So, big tip here. So for this month, Frieza is Extreme AGL, which means that Super Tech is strong, and this unit right here is the bane of this Frieza because he has such good defense. He tanks so well. He gets that 77% damage reduction when there's a movie bosses category enemy, and this Golden Frieza is a movie bosses category enemy. So with that being said, I'm gonna bring Goku and Frieza and Trunks as my leaders. Get the 120% leads going. We're definitely taking you because you're a great tank. We're gonna take Vegito. We're gonna take Gobros. We're gonna take Candy Vegito. And who are we taking for the last unit? I want to try and save some of the defensive units for the future because I want to be able to have tanks on all teams because I did bring 3. I want to bring this Goku, so I'm going to do it. Okay, this should be okay. So, I'm a little worried here. This team mainly is going to rely on me having Candy Vegito and the Super Saiyan God Goku on rotation, and it looks like that's exactly how it played out. And he did lock Candy Vegito, which is good. That's actually a good thing. Because he's only here for the dodging. His damage isn't exactly the best. Can I manage to save enough Tech Key Spheres? I forget what the Super Saiyan Blue Goku does. Is he a nuker? I don't know, he's not a nuker, but I can't... I'm gonna have to take these orbs here, and it looks like I'm not gonna be able to super attack with Trunks. It doesn't matter if I keep Trunks on rotation or not, because he's not gonna end up stacking fast enough to, you know, tank. Oh, 30k from an... Oh, I mean, we dodged the super attack, which is the main thing. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, Vegito, you gotta dodge there, buddy. Trunks is gonna take a punishment here too. Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I forget he is rainbowed. Tech Trunks is rainbowed. All right, here we go. So, they did lock him. We're getting lucky that we're getting the locks on units that we want to have locked. Like, our tanks are getting locked, not our actual DPSers. So, Goku and Frieza and Gobros are going to be able to pop off here. I'm going to keep Gobros on rotation because they build up. As you can see here, this Goku should tank here, but he is going to have his defense lowered, so he may stop taking... That is quite a bit of damage still. But he is still taking double digits even after that defense lower. So, yep, he is that tank. Very good unit to bring in there. Come on, get a second super. Boom! There we go. I like to see that, Gobros. You guys have aged very, very well. And I'm so proud of you. Goku and Frieza showing off just how good they are. Why am I saying that? They only did a 12 key super, didn't even break 2 million damage. But they are on, what, like 120% leader skill, so I guess it's acceptable or excusable. Vegito, what's your defense looking like? Yeah, we're gonna float you, bud. Have to float you. Can't keep you around. What are we gonna do here? Grab that. Grab this for the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Drop the Tech Orbs for Vegito. Yes. Vegito is rainbowed, so he should do quite a bit of damage here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, so if Super Saiyan Blue Goku gets super attacked, that should be okay. He got his defense raise. He's probably going to do over maybe 200k. 110k. Okay. And then Vegito. Yes, and he has that dodge chance in slot 3. Sometimes I still don't think I know exactly what the 5th anniversary LRs do. It's what, guaranteed additional or like chance of an additional in slot 1 or 2, and then slot 3 is a dodge, right? In their base form? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, Trunks got supered there. I think we will actually, can we take him out with the Gobros? Active skill. If we're not going to take him out, but it's going to be close. Maybe if we get super attacks off, or 2 super attacks off. We'll have to see here. But it'll be really nice to just finish it off here instead of having to go another rotation. Yeah, it's over this turn. That's good. Goku, you may finish him off if you want to, if you actually want to do damage. Go bro. Oh, yeah, it's done. It's over. It's over. Didn't even need the other 2 teams. They're just there for insurance. You know, can't be too safe in Battlefield because imagine you fail and then you have to do the whole thing over again. Can be quite annoying. But that's a long video, almost 33 minutes. That is Dokkan Battlefield for you, the 36th Dokkan Battlefield done, Frieza done, all the rewards gotten. So, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.